Well, it's getting worse and worse, isn't it, under Labour? Every single day I'm hearing new information that's coming out. A good friend of the channel has told me that they're going to put a cap on care. So if in your old age you suddenly develop an illness or whatever, then they're only going to get to a point where we're only going to pay you so much money for your illness, which is, it's not looking good. If you have something terribly wrong with you, that means you're going to lose your house. If you may have spent your entire life building up enough funds to buy your own home, and now all of a sudden you've got to sell it because you're ill, or despite the fact that you've been paying in the NHS or your national insurance contributions, which contributes towards treatment on the NHS. They've now drawn a line that says if you're this sick, you can go and get screwed, which isn't very nice, because it could happen to any of us at any time. Now, I do know the benefits of this because I've had 2 treatments under the NHS, and that was, one was having a gastric bypass, and the second was having my artificial knee replaced. Well, my knee replaced. So I've got a fake knee and the gastric bypass. Now, both of those operations were vastly more than I could have afforded, but I was able to keep working. I had to lose the weight to get my knee done, and at the same time it cured my diabetes, so I was no longer getting dozens of tablets every day. Of course, that was 20 years ago, and it's the diabetes has come back, but the weight's come off, and it's coming off slowly and slowly. Every year I'm coming down a few more kilos every year, so that's always a good thing. Secondly, I hear that KStars is going to release 20,000 criminals from prison. He's going to release these people early so that he can arrest you for expressing your concerns over what he's doing to the country on Facebook, on X, on YouTube. Now, if he discovers your channel and has a looks at your Facebook page or your YouTube or your Twitter, he's going to arrest you. If you said something or posted or copied and pasted something that's already out there, he's going to arrest you and throw you in prison. And of course, that's what I'm looking forward to, is I want him to arrest me and throw me in prison for 2 years. I'll be out in 6 months, but at least I would have had some dental treatment done. Of course, as you know, if you're in prison, you get free dental treatment, you get free medical care. So I can hack 6 months inside. I've done that working away at sea. As I've always said, working away at sea is like having a prison sentence, but with the added advantage that you might just drown. Whereas, of course, in prison, there's no chance of drowning. And of course, if you're only in there for 6 months, you won't have to do any duties either. You'll just be sitting in a prison cell, reading books or watching. If you're on best behaviour, of course, you might get a radio or a television. So that ain't going to be too bad. It will be exactly like being on board ship, except I don't have to do any work. But at the same time, I'll get my teeth fixed. As you know, I've mentioned it before, I've been going for about 7 years. I've been looking for a dentist in this area. So these 15-minute cities that these lefties are talking about ain't existing because there's no dentist. My local doctor is beyond 15 minutes walking distance. The local doctor that we had, he retired, so I don't have him anymore. So yeah, my nearest doctor is a good 10-minute car drive away, not this 15 minutes walking that they're talking about. What else has KStars done in his short time in power? Is it 5 or 6 weeks he's been in power now? He's alienated the nation. He's introduced new online protection orders, which is going to arrest normal people expressing concerns about the state of the country. He's taken away your pensioners' heating allowance for winter. He's means testing your pension. He will introduce a pay by mile for your cars. There's a luxury tax coming. If you've decided to take your retirement lump sum and splashed out on a new car, that's going to screw you over with this luxury car tax. Then there's going to be road tax, because they've been encouraging you to get EV vehicles. They realise now that they're not going to get any VED. So what they're going to do is they're going to introduce a road tax for electric vehicles. So you'll get an electric, you're going to get a road tax for EV, you're going to get a luxury car tax, because most Teslas are way above 40,000, and of course you're going to get the pay by mile with. So there's no longer an incentive to go green. And of course, if you've paved over your garden so that you can charge your car on your driveway or on your garden, you're going to get taxed for that as well. And now I hear that they're going to do away with council tax and reintroduce poll tax. Now, Labour's just getting worse and worse and worse. So he's going to, I just can't get over this, he's going to release criminals from prison so that he can fill it with you and me, because we made some posts, innocent, non-violent, non-threatening, non-racist remarks on YouTube or Facebook or Twitter, because you're concerned. It just gets me. So I've done a video where there's a petition. Go and sign that petition. Let's get Starmer out, let's get Labour out, and let's try and bring the country back to normal. Anyway, that's it. See you later. Bye then.